Bum, bum, bum.
Something we do a lot of here at
We
Intelligent.
totally do.
Yes. And I am new here, and that's kind of my role, part
Totally.
of my role, taking over all
It's
the...
like 90% of
Yeah.
Haley's role.
So...
When we have to epoxy, we are like, Haley!
I love lab work.
She loves, yeah. So we have her come and sweep the floors and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's perfect.
she's great. That's how we all started in the lab.
It's true.
Honestly.
It's true.
So you start with cleaning, and then if we
Yeah.
can trust you to do that, then
The
myself included.
Yeah.
So
the internet's really slow, so whenever it's
Yes.
slow, I just come down to the
yes,
lab.
yes, which we
Great.
love. So
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah,
so I'm going to be interviewing Whitney, and then she's going to be interviewing me.
right.
So we're going to be... So my role is kind of the content producer or
Correct.
idea producer, and kind of helping present new strategies or things like that, which I'm still learning too. I got my degree in civil engineering, not marketing, so...
Yeah, and she says that like it's a, I have to just say, when there was one day when you were like, I'm not even using my degree here, which was incredibly frustrating for me to hear, because honestly, you wouldn't be able to do as well in this position with this company
Yeah.
if you didn't have your degree.
No.
And that's why you're so great at it. I get that you're not down doing mixed design and, doing testing and all that. Sometimes you come and help out with that stuff, but like you need that background information, because a regular marketer
Yeah.
will be able to understand the intricacies and the
And
subtleties
the
of the
audience.
industry and the audience. And so that's it. You totally are. It's just not the way you
That's
had
valid.
planned.
Super valid.
So anyways,
All right, into the interview.
into the interview.
What do you think of social media?
Do you know, I like it. I am not as active on it as I ought to be.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonathan and I used to do a lot of like Facebook and that sort of stuff. And even like would put pictures of our kids, but we've gotten a lot more private over the years. Just,
But it takes a lot of time.
it takes a lot of time. Well, and then with our kids too, it's like if they are posted out there personally, like we want them to be able to decide
Consent.
how they're portrayed. And with their age, it's just like, it's not necessary. Like every great once in a while I'll do like a family picture on our gigantic bitter family page. That's my family. And then we just text pictures to, whoever we want to share them with. But as far as the business goes though, and there have been times when I've been a lot more active and I need to get more active, but that's completely changed the way we get business now. There was a time a few years ago when things were really slow and we started cold calling, which is the worst.
That sounds good.
Like I hate getting on the phone
Yeah,
in
same.
general. Like I'm just
Calling the doctor.
yeah,
To my
yeah. Well, and I had to work in a call center for years, like after high school, and so I just don't like being on the phone. And then it's just so awkward. People are not like, hey, yeah, let me give you business. You know what I mean? It's usually a very awkward conversation, and
It's like fundraising almost.
it totally is. And I hang up on those people. Like I'll just, if I want to contribute to a charity, I do it on my own time, figure out what I want to do. But as far as like with the business, like you're able to like build up your credibility and show, what you're good at and why you're good at it and what you're passionate about. And then honestly, I feel like this has been the most effective way for us to draw the sort of clients that we want to have. And I think that's what's so huge, John especially is incredibly passionate and very opinionated. I am too about certain things, but he really is like, he's not an in the middle with anything. But that's great.
Yeah.
Because, and then it's the people that appreciate that and respect that that we end up getting to work with. So I feel like it's a much better fit and maybe almost a screening process in a sense.
Absolutely.
You know what I
It's like
mean?
going
And then he
around.
doesn't have to curb who he is, or we don't have to curb who we are or what we do. Yeah, it's known. So it's been a game changer
Absolutely.
for our company without question.
Yeah, and
So.
I mean, there are so many people in the industry that kind of just try to ride the line.
Totally.
And which is great, and that's another
And that
tactic
works for
and
them, right.
personality, whatever.
Right.
But I think
We're
it is-
not.
yeah, we're freaking
Yeah.
balls to the wall, like,
We are. But
which is cool. And
it's
then we
cool.
get to portray that, and people are like, "Holy crap,
we
that's
get the
great."
people that are that way too.
Mhm.
So, or
Yeah.
that want that to be disruptive, you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
yeah, it's been great. Absolutely great for
Yeah.
us. So.
So our next question was, how have you seen social change our company? That's kind of we just
Oh,
answered
totally.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one other thing to add is just it's been nice to not only connect with the right customer, but that's kind of become our marketing push. It's not been, one of our business managers used to work in real estate, and he was very old school in a lot of ways. Like, you got to mail out brochures, you got to mail out postcards, just much more traditional and older fashioned ways of getting business, but that's not where the industry's at anymore. I mean, even the focus with like articles, like less and less people are reading like the hard magazines. Like, they want to see the posts on social, the 3-minute reads, right? Who's got time? Like, I've got 3 kids, you know what I mean?
Or you want a video, you can do it at double speed. Yeah.
Totally. So yeah, I think that's just another thing. Like, everything has become much more dynamic and much quicker, and I think this is
Which is hard,
showing that.
especially to get into.
Right.
But like for people who don't have
Right.
any social media skill
Yeah.
whatsoever or knowledge.
Yeah, but you've just got to get in there and find some comfort level doing it, you know.
Yeah.
Your
Post a
first
video
few
every
posts
day.
are going to be horrible.
Yeah, they're gonna suck.
But, you know, you
I'm
get
starting
it.
a vlog, a personal one.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I cannot wait to
It's
see it.
fun.
I love it. I love it. So,
Second to last question.
Okay.
What do you think the biggest challenge regarding social media in the industry?
consistency, without question. And that is something that I struggle with a lot. You know, just in my position, and honestly, I think everybody's. You know, there's all of these tasks that you have to do every day. There's your billable time, and then you've got your administrative. Like, there's just all of these things, and so I think the biggest thing is making it a priority, right? And you know, you can't always do these grand, phenomenal posts, but you know, taking 5 or 10 minutes to get on and communicate and share and just kind of letting people get to know you and getting to know others. I think that, at least for me, is the biggest thing, because if you can't commit to that, and thankfully John, there totally is. Thankfully John and Haley are incredibly proactive, and the rest of the team is really trying to adopt that. But yeah, consistency, without question, is the hardest thing. So.
And then where do you see it taking the industry in 10 years?
I think we're going to continue to see a decrease in kind of the printed word, and we just have seen that kind of across the board. Like, I love sitting down and reading a book, but I'm in school, so the books that I read are my textbooks, and then I've got reports and clients, you know, stuff that I have to read, but generally it's like Audible. If I want to listen to like one of my books, it's when I'm driving the kids to school, or if I've got a few minutes in the morning, just a little bit of quiet time, right? Or doing some, you know, something in the lab, like weighing up mixes or whatever, where it's not super, you know, mentally draining. Just kind of having that background noise. So I think that's going to be a huge thing, and I think more and more people are going to kind of recognize that and start marketing more that way.
Because we're a slow industry.
We totally are, but at the same time, like, that is the way. It's not even just the industry, like, the world is changing.
Yeah.
So, you know, at some point, even though we are slow to change in our industry, like, that's the push. We've got newer, younger engineers coming in, and that's all they've known. You know what I mean? They didn't get those Concrete International books and the, you know, material science journals and those sorts of things. It's what they know is online, like looking up, totally. So, and then it's a much quicker way to get stuff out there. And I think as people start to recognize that, you know, you go through these journals sometimes, and it can take months to get an article published, sometimes years, and you can put your thoughts down or data down or whatever, and, you know, crank out a Medium article in 20 minutes or 30 minutes, or you can take a long time too, but there's so much more flexibility and speed in getting things out there.
And it's so much more personal. That's the thing I see the most, is like, you can convey who you are as a person or a business or whatever, and that's what people are like. It draws on their heartstrings.
Right. You want to, absolutely. We all want to connect with people, and I think, again, the way the industry is changing and just the world, with more and more stuff being technology and not as much in-person contact, I think we crave that in a sense. We want to get to know people, and we want to work with people that we like, and this is a great way for us to kind of get a feel for who people are. So, anyways.
Awesome.
I feel like that was very long-winded.
It was great. Loved it. Awesome. Thanks, Whitney.
You are so welcome. And stay tuned for Haley's. Coming up next. Go Concrete!
Beat Asphalt!